Good morning, Internet.
Well, I guess if you consider it in the evening morning.
It's always morning in the Internet. I guess. Somewhere in the world. Just need to do something about the sound because it's super loud thanks to switching Dolphin versions. Oh, that seems fine. So, welcome back to Resident Evil.
Yeah, probably.
Where last time we cleaned up most of the police station, I would say. And we were visiting the police chief who disappeared and was eaten by a monster. And I didn't want to go into the room with the monster and ended the stream there. It's probably a boss fight. I would be surprised if it isn't. I have the arduous task of actually remembering where the police chief's office actually was. Yeah, this seems kinda correct.
Yeah, I think you're going in the right direction. I'm honestly more worried about, whether or not you actually have enough ammo.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, in one of the rooms there should be a couple of grenade rounds. But then again, I could also be wrong, and those were only, in the beast scenario.
Yeah, the 3 grenade rounds are not really much. I'm pretty sure this is a boss fight here. A more sensible one than the bat.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin?
I'm sure you've already seen this little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out. The monster that's been tearing my face apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bio. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain.
Bad timing there.
Mazel tov, it's a boy.
Yay, grenades.
Okay, thankfully I wasn't wrong this time. But yeah, what was funny about that scene is that you might have noticed that during that one camera angle where they showed us back that there was this huge noticeable seam there.
Like in old movies.
Also, I keep forgetting to ask. Have you tried going into the options and maybe setting the control scheme to Type C? Because that one at least enables auto aim.
Oh,
Get some of the guesswork. It sort of takes care of some of the guesswork there.
huh, that's a extra thingy.
Oh. Okay, I guess they did it differently with the GameCube version. Good thing you noticed, though, would have been pretty awkward if you suddenly set it to Type C and you're suddenly trying to ready a weapon and you're just running forward.
That was easy.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a threat.
I hear a cat. I think Buddy is here.
Yes. I cracked the Metal Mahjong code. I have created a genuine production process.
Where are we here? Oh god, no, not the sewer level again.
A lot of this game is the sewer level, unfortunately.
You mean I have to go back for the kid? The kid is fine.
Yeah, she can handle herself.
I've played Resident Evil 6, so I know she can handle herself.
Yeah, but this is before she pretty much, got her whole mutant healing ability.
You mean her body that punches everyone in the face?
Well, that too.
That's right, Jambalaya.
It's a cat.
Claire, you came back! I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father. What's wrong, Claire? It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town. But... Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Is this now a real escort quest?
Yeah, more or less. Problem with Sherry is that she doesn't run as fast as you, and if you get away from her, the distance between you two is too far, then she just sort of just crouches down into a fetal position and just sits there.
Oh god, no. For a second I was hoping it's just for 2 or 3 rooms or something.
So from what I can remember, what was a rather neat detail is that if she does stay close enough to you, she tries to stand next to you, and she actually has a little animation of her holding your hand.
Come on, let's get out of here. Claire? Run!
Surely that guy is also a chump like the last one.
Sherry? Where are you? Sherry! Claire!
I'll be right back.
Here!
And thus did the escort quest already ended. Yay.
Well, don't worry, it's gonna come back. Yeah, generally going through this as Sherry isn't too big of a deal because there's only like one zombie you need to worry about in the next room. And they don't actually have an animation of grabbing you, so instead they just try to vomit you to death. Though, fair warning, once you decide to crawl through a vent and everything, you have to make sure that you start running immediately because there's going to be a bunch of cockroaches or something like that in there, and they sort of latch onto you to do damage and stops you in your tracks, and if enough of them get on you, they kill you instantly.
Like this. This is kind of annoying.
Claire? Oh. Oh.
The sound of man eating child.
It's still pretty gross, but it's not that.
Blue is against poison, so we will have to fight spiders again. Sewer spiders.
Yeah, though fortunately there aren't a whole lot of them. And at least in my experience, they were easy enough to evade since they show up in pretty big open areas.
Also, fax is almost as terrible as diaries. With faxes, it's like email. Everyone stops reading after the first sentence. So I assume nobody ever has read the entirety of that.
Well, I don't know. At least if it's important, I tend to read the entire email. Like, I gotta be really damn sure that, you know, that these penis enlargement pills are legit and everything, you know?
There's nothing here for me. Cheryl has raided everything already. Or not.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You're going up a ladder. It's tough.
The Resident Evil experience.
Now you're going down an elevator. One step forward, two steps back. Am I right?
Oh god. I hate this place already.
Actually, come to think of it, it probably would be best to go back so that you can grab the valve handle, because you're gonna need it for the upcoming area.
No! But thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I might as well mention it now before you sort of hit a wall and everything. It has a little, you know, hole in it for a valve handle to fit in and everything. Metaphorically speaking.
I'm really confused by this room having two elevators. Oh, this one doesn't work.
Well, the other one will become important once you do Leon's B scenario.
And only one of the corpses has grenades on them. These spiders are really aiming well with their poisonous spit.
I wonder if there are any spiders that can do that in real life.
Probably not. Oh hey, cutscene.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way. It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me. There he is.
Look at all that Kool-Aid.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample. Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work. Stop it. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those
Oh my god, he turned into a velociraptor.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
I will not question any of this.
All right.
I will question though, why is there no valve here? Why do you have to bring your own?
Look, if you pretty much want to run a pharmaceutical company that secretly makes a bunch of biological weapons for military purposes and everything, you're going to have to make some budget cuts somewhere. Also, you're going to want to make sure to use the valve handle again on the other end so that the bridge will be on the upper floor.
Guessed as much.
Okay, so I'm probably going to have to spoil something here, but you're pretty much going to have to deal with another boss fight. Now,
Yay.
the question is, do you want to do it the hard way, or do you want the easy method?
As I'm apparently able to save here, let me try the difficult way first.
Alright then.
So I'm calling bullshit already on this room full of nice items but no teleporter chest.
Sherry!
What is this? What? How did you escape Resident Evil 0?
Yeah, now,
Oh, yeah,
that you
here.
mention it, I'm just gonna assume the alligator was, you know, the Resident Evil Zero's bad boss's best friend, and now he's here to settle the score.
I assume I accidentally did the easy way.
Yup. Thing is, if you did it the other way, you can essentially attack the alligator anytime you like, but the problem is it's only like all the way at the end of the corridor where the door is does he actually, you know, sort of become vulnerable and everything, and if you haven't pumped him with enough bullets before then he just scoops you up and eats you.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
My stomach. It hurts.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
Good thing I used so much pistol ammo. Damn it.
You can stop the rotation of the fan entirely. Not just a little bit.
I'm not throwing the kid in there.
Sewer Manager Diary. I think that won an Oscar for Best Picture.
So of course, when they pretty much, adapted it into a movie, they had to change the title to Shit Happens.
Hey.
Hello.
It says that he was sweating like a horse.
Do
Are horses really
even
known to sweat? Yeah.
Yes.
I would have presumed they're like dogs and they don't sweat. Because they have fur.
Yep, they sweat.
Welp.
Learn something new every day.
Are they known particularly for the volume of their sweat?
Well, they... Well, they're a work animal and they've got a proverb dedicated to it, so...
Oh.
Man, hard-hitting commentary from the sewer manager.
What's great about this file, though, is that it also shows up in Darkside Chronicles. It's pretty much more or less the same. They just added in the occasional what the fuck and everything.
Well, there's an inventory problem now. Time to use the weed.
You're just gonna waste the weed?
Yeah, what else am I gonna do?
Go run and store it somewhere. Oh, well.
So, Sherry already ran off?
She's right there.
No, but that's the scene where she runs off played up again.
Hmm.
Well, time to throw the child very carefully in there.
I have already vetoed that one. How do I actually do this? Oh.
Well, it is in your inventory, so... And of course, now she does the handling animation when you're using the valve handle, so it just kind of looks like she's trying to cop a feel.
Just turn the fan back on.
don't know, just a switch or a key would probably be cheaper than inventing this machine.
Oh, they got the funding for it.
I spent money on this, but you have to bring your own valve.
Okay. Listen, if you don't have these machines, then Raccoon City's emblem industry will just collapse overnight. There's a lot of jobs worth writing on there.
It's one of the rare cases where the invisible hand of the free market should solve all problems.
Yeah, interestingly enough, that shelf there, it's completely empty, but if you actually fought the alligator the hard way, then there'd be a bunch of ammo there, because the game would assume that you probably need it at that point.
So, Sherry already infected then, or?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is with the flare gun, if you have to lighter and everything, which you barely do, so
For some reason.
Yeah, why did you have that?
I have no idea.
Oh, dude.
Oh, she's not looking at an item, she's looking at Cheryl.
So, what did that key do again?
I think in one of the later areas there's a locker that you can use the key on, and you'd be able to get something out of it. Though, for Claire, I can't remember what it was. For Leon, it was some upgrade parts for the Magnum and everything, but with Claire, I'm not sure.
And only one of them can get it?
There's nothing new? Wow.
Well, there is something there, but you wouldn't be able to pick it up since it takes up 2 slots.
Oh no. I hate this inventory system.
Yeah, the thing is, if you had the space for it, you'd be able to pick up a weapon there, which is apparently a gigantic cattle prod that shoots lightning.
That sounds amazing. Do I want to use my first aid kit for that? Come on, kiddo. Well, time to never see you again, lightning shooting rod.
Well, there's an item box nearby, so you can always go back if you want.
I spent already so much ammunition to get rid of half the zombies. Let's spend more to get rid of them all.
Oh, you're out of pistol ammo?
Yep.
I just said that was gonna be a problem.
Well, normally it wouldn't be a problem, but I forgot just how trigger-happy Tarlet tends to be.
I try to half kill the alligator with ammo and then just the thing.
Alright, time to get back to get that thing. Oh, I actually left the kid up there? That's nice.
You'll never have to worry about her again.
But she has so much more health than you.
Yeah, I would have preferred to send her here. I have the bad feeling that thing doesn't have much ammunition.
Yeah, problem is there isn't any ammo to find for it, so once you run out the battery on that thing, it's pretty much useless.
Hmm. Also, who needs pistol ammo if you have so much grenades?
Well, to be fair, it might be best to hold on to the spark shot for now, since, well, again, spoilers, there's another boss fight.
Who would have guessed? Probably don't need to save right now. Also, is this the factory from Resident Evil Zero?
Yup.
Why? I thought that thing exploded.
Well, only the outer shell of it exploded.
So will Ghetto Tyrant be back?
Nope.
No, Hobo Tyrant is better. Is that? I don't think you see Senior X until the second run. Also, why do I call him Senior X?
Do they call him that though? I thought it was just Mr. X.
Yeah, but I just got the Dark Idol piece stuck in my head for that.
Hmm.
But they renamed him to Senior X.
That's also one of the things about Mr. X, that they apparently, with the remake, seem to have adjusted his design a bit. Apparently from one of the earlier concepts for him, and apparently now in the remake he apparently has a little hat.
Is it a sombrero?
Unfortunately, no.
Do I still need the valve?
No, I think you're pretty much done with that thing now.
Yay. Time to make it explode like the sword key. Speaking of making things explode, where is the kid?
Somewhere behind the train. I think that Jill has those shoes with little roller discs in them.
Not sure if I need the weapon box key yet.
No, you won't need it. You won't be needing it until the next area.
Also, in this factory in Resident Evil 0, I forgot a Magnum. I hope that's still there.
Claire doesn't get to use the Magnum. It's only for Leon.
That's bullshit.
Leon gets all the cool weapons. It's that Navy SEALs training that he has, so... What military organization was Leon part of again? Delta Force?
I think that was Jill. Which makes even less sense because Delta Force are part of the Rangers and they don't accept women. And also she's like 22 or something, so there's no way.
Yeah, she joined that at 16.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense for Chris either.
Yeah.
Actually, as far as training goes for Leon later on, I don't think they ever really state what it was. I think it's just generic US government.
Well, he's a Secret Service, right?
He became Secret Service after this.
Also, before you go out there, maybe you should try and check the toilet.
The toilet, Darla.
The toilet, Darla.
Now I'm geared up for the end game.
Great. Hate to have those go off when you're
Sometimes sometimes the water is up and you have to dispose of it.
Tell you, after I ate a bag of hot Cheetos, I let some flame rounds in. I love how he just throws a plank at you. Like, it seems so relatively ineffective.
Well, it was actually a metal pipe, but
okay,
it's pretty much the same.
It looked like a plank.
I wonder if when they asked... I wonder if Umbrella ever asked Birkin where he would see himself in 10 years. Whether this would be it.
I will literally be able to see myself entirely with my third eye on my arm.
And the one on his back.
Yeah.
And his two heads. But his pants are still okay.
Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice.
Where did he go?
You know, if you want more awful Resident Evil games, there's still that Umbrella... What was it called again?
Umbrella Chronicles?
No. The one where you're like a squad of Umbrella guys.
Dark Side Chronicles?
Umbrella Corps?
Umbrella Corporation.
I have it on Steam and it's awful. And the first level I think is you stealing Birkin's juice.
His Kool-Aid?
And there's a boss fight against Leon who's like a complete tank in the game.
Sherry.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was called Operation Raccoon City.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, there we go.
But I think that game's online multiplayer broke because of the game's real life.
Don't get it confused with the Resident Evil themed version of the board game Operation.
Great, I got a new weapon.
Wow. It's the thing.
If you combine your powers, you can make it across sand.
You're finally awake.
Oh.
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my
I hope you enjoy those pictures of scantily clad women, Sherry.
I grew up alone. But now that you're with me...
Oh no, Miss October thinks you can make it.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back. As soon as I find the antidote for you.
It's good that they both have the same jacket size.
Well, it's kind of one of those one-size-fits-all kinds of things. You can pretty much expand or shrink depending on who's wearing it.
I can't remember, were Claire's leggings always so short?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
And when they changed it for the remake, at least a fair share of people were pissed off about it.
Oh, did they increase or decrease them?
I think she now just has regular pants. So no longer cutoffs plus spats and everything, or whatever you call them.
Ah, makes sense for a biker. Did they change her to Queen vest?
It's still there, but I think instead of it being, you know, fully colored and everything, it's more just the outline.
Alright. I actually have to attend the big orientation tour for Pumping Station 1.
Okay.
It's all on Sunday, so I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya. And now you're in the lab.
What's great about this area is that it also shows up in the first Resident Evil Outbreak game in one of the scenarios. And I think at that point it was still pretty much completely frozen over, so you had to screw around with a bunch of stuff in order to thaw the place out, and after that you then had to deal with, you know, a bunch of hunters that were frozen before then.
I'm probably very pissed.
Do not freeze after thawing.
Also, what was that flavor text there? That it was a computer for storing
Organizing.
data files?
Yeah.
So, in other words, a computer?
This just makes me flash back to Overblood.
Man, this reminds me of my time when I was working in the lab. Stupid machines like that.
Oh, they got to code one of these grabby arms.
Yeah, it didn't work. The software did not allow to operate two grabby arms at the same time.
Clearly, that just means you have to set up two systems to communicate with each other.
Yeah, that wasn't in there.
So I take it you never had the chance to use one of those grabbing arms to make a bunch of rude gestures.
Oh, that would be awesome, but no. Playing whack-a-mole with grabby arms.
Also, did you just then equip your weapon?
Might be. Oh yeah, I throw my weapon into the thingy, the teleporter chest.
Well, I was almost going to say it, but thankfully you still have your lighter for some reason, because you're going to need it.
That thing will never leave my inventory at this rate. I hear you, spider. Oh, it's not a spider.
Isn't the escape route just a railroad that heads over a cliff?
It just leads somewhere to a rail track that's just outside of town.
Hmm. Because I could see Umbrella just designating like an escape route, and then the escape route just like heads over a cliff and kills everyone. Also green herbs. Blue herbs.
So before you go into that other room, you're probably going to want to equip a weapon or something.
I did.
Hey. You're awfully generous with the grenade rounds now.
I can probably throw away the pistol now.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any more handgun ammo at this point in the game.
That's Claire's second best weapon.
Well, funny you mention that, because that was one of the things with, if you went through all the really sort of counterintuitive way of, at the start of the game, and you'd be able to get a special zombie to show up and get the special key in order to get Claire's extra costume. Mm-hmm. One other thing that they left there was one of those Colt single-action army handguns and everything.
Okay.
Which works exactly the same as the handgun, only it fires way faster.
You really should have had gotten payback on that guy in the helicopter, though, with Arla.
Oh, I actually hit.
Well, they are plants, so once you hit them with a fire-based grenade round, that'll probably take care of them immediately.
Oh yeah. Soon I'll have to choose whether you're gonna screw over Leon some more.
You make that sound like I did that already.
Honestly, I kinda feel the most fun part of Resident Evil 2 is the police station. Since it's got quite a lot of ground to cover and there's a number of routes you can take there. In the late game, it always feels like you're just sort of going between your objectives.
Man, these grenades are really good. So where was this weed policy when I was in the police station? Come on, guys.
Chief Irons ran a clean ship there. Everything was allowed except weed.
Oh hey, save point. Do I wanna save here?
It's not really necessary.
I assumed as much. Also, finally getting rid of the lighter.
Oh, you might also want to grab the weapon box key, because you'll be coming across that locker soon. Also, you might want to just go ahead and use the spark shot now, because it does shoot lightning and everything, which is cool, but it has a lot of kickback to it, so actually using it and everything isn't really... It's probably not going to be all that effective against, you know, the quote-unquote final boss.
Just like Zero, where I saved up all these grenades and the most effective gun was the pistol.
Though at least this time you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling switches in a specific order, which turns out you didn't even have to worry about anyway, because your AI part of which just do it for you.
Still can't get over how you get this instruction manual that's super long and then, nah, you don't have to do it.
I honestly can't get over Resident Evil 0 in general. Okay, so apparently for Claire you just get more grenade rounds.
That is kind of boring. Oh, hi zombie. This was less than effective.
Yeah, might have oversold the spark shot a bit.
Should have gotten hard knuckle.
It has a lot of ammunition though. Oh, you're still alive. Right, anyone else? It's a good zombie murder weapon. It's alright for that. Also, now they're super generous with the saving items. Where was that in the police station?
Well, they need their ribbons to write up their police reports.
Oh, of course. Computers weren't invented yet.
I take it that one secretary used up most of the ink ribbons in the police station to complain about, you know, how creepy the chief of police is.
Until he finally found out.
Only the 5 richest kings of Europe could afford computers in this era.
Annette!
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the chip virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble.
Oh, hey,
William
it's
and Planet Road
Mrs. Birkin, right?
There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, Sherry won't.
What? William.
Yeah, I guess Annette can wait.
I love how he still has his face somehow on the chest as a texture.
And here's the alien room. Now we're tasering a giant moth.
Yeah, moth killed by lightning, just how nature wanted it.
So, do you still remember the username you're supposed to type in?
Yeah. Whoever invented this keyboard is made of the devil.
Yeah, it's really weird. Also, what's interesting about this part is that when they ported the game over to the N64, at that point, Resident Evil 3 already came out, and they apparently decided to add in a little reference and change the username Guest to Nemesis.
Thought it was gonna be Alexei.
You can probably try admin and it would work.
Umbrella 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exclamation mark. If they want a secure password.
Oh no, this is the 90s. The idea of exclamation marks and passwords hasn't been invented yet.
Oh yeah. That would probably break off the systems anyway. So is Birkin still there? Will he punch me? Nope.
William is still alive. He's
I think I still had to manually encode your characters then.
Sherry! Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Why are you giving me this as a diary?
Well, you know, she's kind of lying there on the floor bleeding to death.
Here's
She
my...
doesn't really have that many options.
Can you type this into my life journal?
Alright, if I see this correctly, put thing in machine, press start.
Pretty much.
And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her... Sherry.
Bleh.
Annette!
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated.
Of course, it does become kind of silly when you realize that pretty much the entire time when you're pretty much just sitting there reading that little file of hers, she pretty much has to hold all of that blood in.
So was that bit about it being affected by cold and relevant?
Not really.
Okay. Oh no, the vaccine is explosive, and if you take a hit or jump, it'll explode.
I'm pretty sure that will kill me at least once.
So, have you guys thought about what theater episode we'll be watching tomorrow?
Not really.
Is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office.
It's Leon.
You must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
You know, if you were in Leon's shoes, you enter some weird laboratory and the first thing you hear is a voice going on about self-destruct. I would turn around real quick.
I wonder if in the remake Birkin will inexplicably talk with a very southern drawl. Lickers don't seem to be pretty resistant to spark shot.
Yeah, they are not a moth.
Have you tried Gemini laser?
Mm. I see you. You seem like a plant.
Also, incidentally, the plants also have a interesting kill animation. Yeah, if your health is low enough and you're close to them, they'll essentially just grab you and eat your head.
But just the head?
Yup.
Picky eaters.
I hope you brought your severed hand.
I would have just used the left hand first and then the right hand. I hear you. Go away, zombie.
Hey, more grenades.
There's a panel on the wall there that you should be able to interact with.
I just found it.
Oh, okay.
I think I could still run with the base fix on.
You should watch out when you're turning the bend. Hey, we got the naked zombies now.
Did you just shoot a grenade ram into his dick?
Yes. I hope nobody would realize, because that's kinda mean.
They're zombies.
Let's check this out before.
Well, that's pretty much, you know, the final boss area, so you're probably going to want to save that for last.
Oh.
Also, weren't you...
Well, Danny, you still haven't made the vaccine yet.
I should probably save before I enter the mode of no more getting hit.
Though it would probably be best just to be safe, maybe save to a different slot. Because you did end up taking quite a bit of damage and having to use up a fair amount of healing items. Also, once you made the vaccine, you can just go ahead and grab whatever ammo and the healing items you have left.
Alright. So, am I really no longer allowed to run?
Nah, it's fine. We were just messing with you.
Do you really think I was serious about the explosive vaccine?
That was in the first game already.
Yeah, but that was it. That was nitroglycerin or something.
And the good woman gave me the diary where she was all like, nah, this delicate. Don't shake it too hard.
Well, yeah, but this is Annette we're talking about, and she's kind of loopy if you haven't noticed. So just so you know, you're not going to need the lighter anymore, so please don't take that with you.
Oh, I didn't bring it with me. So, I should not bring it with me, right?
Well, I think there was still a herb in the next room, so you probably want to keep that slot open.
I see the lighter is your sword key.
Like, I'm pretty sure the lighter will be fine being blown up along with the rest of the lab. The lighter isn't afraid to die.
I don't know. It would probably make a
If
nice
anything,
gift
getting
for Chris.
blown up and everything for a lighter is probably the equivalent of a Viking's funeral.
I don't know.
Also,
It would be
think
really
of going-
nice to treasure all the memories Claire made in Raccoon City. Controller, please.
Also, just out of curiosity, where exactly are you going?
To Sherry.
Well, I guess you could try, but...
Leon has taken her away.
Yep.
God damn it, competent NPCs.
I mean, there was a cutscene where Claire literally asked that of him.
Yeah, but I didn't think he would go through. I mean, he's the damsel in distress here. You always need to save him. Ooh, probably a cutscene now. Or not.
5 minutes until detonation.
And of course, if you pay close attention to the ground there that says platform elevator, they have to make some budget guess again, and apparently that thing that was spelled by someone that, or at least written by someone that can't spell elevator correctly.
Have a bit more range.
Yeah, you're probably better off using the flame rounds for now until, you know, the second phase.
he just turn into a dog?
Yep.
Oh no, he lost his brokenness.
Man, is he hungry. I say this boss makes some funky jumps. Could I have just waited this out?
Nope.
Oops.
Meanwhile, Leon is fighting Mr. X.
Also, thanks for pointing out the elevator. Love that one.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.
Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
Made it happen.
So yeah, that's Claire's A scenario.
I wonder, could I have entered the boss room without a vaccine?
I think if you try to do that, you'll probably get some text of her saying that she has to make the vaccine, and the game probably won't let you go through the door.
So will you also be doing Leon scenario?
Probably. You're supposed to do both, I guess.
Yeah, if you want the full story. I completely forgot that Microsoft got a credit in this.
Oh hey, Shu Takumi. You know he worked on this.
I don't know, was Shu Takumi the Ace Attorney guy?
Yeah. There's confusing him with another Takumi. Oh wow, Shu Takumi directed Dino Crisis 2?
We somehow come back to Dino Crisis 2 in every stream.
It's a really good game.
Also, crap, I just realized that in the starting cutscene with the truck driver and everything, he never did get to find out why that guy bit him.
That's for the B story.
Ranking B, I probably save too often.
Yeah, the ranking system is kind of weird because normally it was supposed to be something like, I don't know, you can get as low as D, and normally you should have been able to get as high as an S rank, but apparently when they localized it, they got rid of it, so technically there are 2 A ranks.
Resident Evil 2.
I guess I just load the game.
Normally. I'm exactly too familiar with how the GameCube version handles it.
It handles it weirdly. Was this originally everyone's story on a separate disc or something?
Yeah. The PS1 original, it was essentially Leon and Claire scenarios were on separate discs.
I see.
In the midst of the T-virus outbreak in Raccoon City, Claire Redfield succeeded in escaping from the city, along with one of the only other survivors, a young girl named Sherry.
Oh, they're jumping in already, huh?
However, behind their escape was the lone survivor of the Raccoon City Police Department, Leon S. Kennedy.
Of course, the thing is, with this opening cutscene, with them just driving into town and everything, it sort of becomes a problem later on because they sort of decided to pretty much write the story so that, you know, people are already aware that there was an issue with zombies and everything, so they quarantined everything off. So it's a bit weird that Leon and Claire just managed to drive right on in there without any roadblocks or anything.
They were kind of forgetful about cordoning off.
Why'd he bite me?
Yeah, I guess they were probably so focused on pretty much cordoning off pretty much any of those very obscure routes and everything that they just sort of forgot about the main highway.
Yeah, I mean, the truck driver also gets in there somehow.
Oh no, they're slowly shambling towards me.
Ice cold, Leon, you just shot a murder victim.
They were only pretending just to stay them.
No, you don't understand. We're recording a music video.
It'll be a lot safer. There. Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah. First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice
I
to
love Leon's race driver pose during all this.
Find my brother.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
I also love how the zombie there has the same model as Leon.
Yup.
Oh no, my identical twin brother.
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna win! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Oh, this gun has more ammunition in it before I need to reload.
Also, maybe just to be sure, you should try and check if the auto aim is still on. Because it's possible that it might be off by default again.
No, it's still on.
Okay. Also, I might be wrong, but I could have sworn that one of the cars that you ran past was pretty sure it was a DeLorean.
Which reminds me, on the Autobahn, when there was a huge hold up, and when I drove past it, it was 3 DeLoreans in a row. Must have been a DeLorean meeting nearby.
I kind of assumed that the problem was that 3 DeLoreans at the same time tried to go 88 miles per hour.
Leon's zombies seem dumber.
Well, it's...
Maybe
They're still the
Leon's a
same.
little bit smarter.
They are still the same zombies.
It feels to me that Leon gets into the he gets into the police office a lot faster.
Doesn't it depend on who you play first? Who starts out where?
I think they always take the same room inside, don't they?
I don't know, I thought I have seen Leon heading to the gun shop as well. the beginning of the game where I still have room to move around the zombies.
Hey, get over here! Hurry! I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it. Come on, just a little more. Get off me! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
Hello. This is the most incompetent police officer.
I mean, the guy in the helicopter could have screamed, "Hey, behind you, zombies," but...
So yeah, now you know the origins of the crashed helicopter. It's because people in this town are complete idiots.
And our first goal is to find that stupid valve. I can't say I'm impressed. Oh, this is the Birdo room.
Yeah, which is a bit odd considering that the windows are already broken.
Also, I unlocked the door.
Call.
Oh, it's the weed room. Oh, it's the same diary.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that Leon, since he doesn't have the lockpick, he has to use small keys in order to open drawers and the like.
In return, he has the mighty lighter.
And we know how much I love that lighter.
Yeah, now you don't even have to worry about it taking up an item slot.
Wasn't there a liquor here?
Yeah, it was scrawling on the wall. Better get shuffling.
Oh, hey, I can actually go out.
Are you gonna kill the Resident Evil 1 helicopter guy?
He didn't go through the whole very specific procedure that you have to do in order for him to show up, so
mean he disappeared after Resident Evil 1? Handing in
well, I
his
guess-
resignation.
Well, the thing is, Brad, he decided to stick around, and if I remember correctly, the way it works is that if you start off in scenario A and pretty much just run all the way from the start to the police station without picking up any items at all, including ammo or any weapons or whatever, then if you go down that staircase just outside the police station, Brad will pretty much be there as a zombie.
Hmm. Kind of dumb Easter egg.
Well, to be honest, considering the shit he put you through in the first Resident Evil, it was probably pretty cathartic for a lot of people.
You'll have to play Resident Evil 3 to find out how he died, though.
Oh god, why is there a second?
Yeah, I just realized you forgot to pick up the shotgun.
Alright, notice to myself, do not fight lickers with a pistol.
Resident Evil 2.
There was a shotgun I could take up already?
Yeah, when you went down that ladder at the reception desk, there should have been a shotgun.
Hmm.
I guess it was kind of hard to tell considering the camera angle and everything.
I miss my 40 grenades already. Alright, let's try this again with better weapons. Anyone still remembers the code to the safe?
2236.
Oh, there's the valve. Mission accomplished. So didn't you have ammunition or something on you? Not in this universe, I guess.
Didn't you just pick that up? I'm pretty sure you already checked the corpse. And he had some handgun bullets.
Alright. Oh god. I hate rooms like that.
Also, I just realized that maybe I should have asked this earlier, but when a zombie grabs you and everything, are you doing anything like, say, jiggling the stick or mashing buttons?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm always wondering if I'm pressing the correct thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure the way it works is that you're supposed to mash buttons and the like and everything so that you'll be able to shake off the zombies earlier and everything, and if you are fast enough, they should only be able to bite you once before you shove them off.
Weren't there zombies in this room originally?
Well, considering the weird order this is in, I guess Claire took care of them and somehow dodged all of the other zombies in the previous room.
Let's just assume that's true. Ah!
Oh, yeah, right, the liquor's still there.
Was there even anything in this room?
I think just some handgun ammo.
Well, time to use that valve, I guess.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do.
It's not the most important thing.
Well, there's also, in the main hallway on the second floor, that part of the corridor that leads to the library, in the very end of that, there should be a wall with some weird emblem on it, and you should be able to find that unicorn medal there. So that you'll be able to use it on the statue and get one of the keys.
That is probably the more big thing then.
Well, you could pretty much do it in any real order, really.
Should have brought my knife.
Well, to be fair, the knife wouldn't have helped all that much, since it doesn't really cause the zombies to flinch all that much. Now, if you were playing Code Veronica, that's a different story.
Yeah, the knife owns in that one.
Yeah, I think Lurk told me that once, that the knife there is ridiculous.
It basically does multiple hits per swing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is actually something I'll actually be able to get around to, but honestly, I've been kind of thinking that once you're planning on just going through Code Veronica and thinking maybe I should do it at the same time as well, get a sort of dual stream going on. At first I was thinking some kind of race stream or something like that, but that wouldn't really work, so I'm thinking more like, I don't know. I think the proper term would be something more along the lines of an endurance run.
Oh god.
And it's more about, you know, just to see which one of us will pretty much get sick of Code Veronica shit first and just give up.
I want to remind you, I almost made it through Alf. Almost.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the spade key, you were supposed to use that on the door that leads to the room where you find the crank handle, and on that one door past the STARS office.
Mm.
Shotgun shells. And a very secure police station map.
Yeah, why do they need to protect that one so hard?
Well, Chief Irons was sabotaging everyone in the police station.
the way, birds. I'm on an important mission to use that valve.
Oh.
What?
It's Silver X.
This is very silly.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's Resident Evil after all, but...
Also, just so you know, you're probably better off not trying to fight it. You should just try and run past it.
Will it stay in that room? By the way,
I think he'll be gone the next time you go back there. So what is kind of interesting is that if you do decide to fight him the first time you come across him, then it's pretty much, you know, your usual fight and everything, and then he just sort of falls over and drops dead. But then as soon as you leave the room, it pretty much fades to black and it just shows him getting back up again.
Seems like he's gone now.
Also, just so you know, the next time you go to that room, you should try and check the corpse of that dead policeman and everything. Because I'm pretty sure he had some ammo on him.
Hmm. I'm so glad I cleaned this room up. I'm apparently not very clever. I misunderstood what the cutters on the map mean. I will not accept zombies in my safe rooms.
Well, technically it isn't a safe room since there isn't a typewriter.
But there is a teleporter chest.
Well, yes, but it's sort of, you know, it's supposed to come with the whole package before you be able to call it a safe room. There has to be both an item box and a typewriter. Well, that and the relaxing music and everything.
And zombie head through a wall. Liking that one. But I haven't saved in a while, so... But then I forgot the ink ribbon. Oh, the key was only for this door?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't find this report the last time. He finds a person with explosives on him and then decides, let's not follow up that further. I question that, Sergeant. Wasn't there originally a more important item up there than a first aid kit?
Wasn't there an emblem or something there?
Yeah.
That's where the crank handle was supposed to be.
Oh.
But that's apparently been relocated to a different area in Leon's B scenario.
I also love that there is no liquor in this room.
Also, you might want to check the headless corpse the next time you go through the area. Because, well, that's kind of the thing with Resident Evil. You'd want to check any corpses you find, because they might have something good on them.
Good life advice. Check any corpses you find. They might have something good on them.
I think we know this one already.
Yeah, I think so. Those were the ones talking about the liquors, weren't they? Yeah, I think it was. So if I remember correctly, you're the painting... Oh, okay. You already knew that.
This time I didn't even need to find a lighter. Where are you coming from? I just shot you.
Well, one of them was still alive, so...
Thanks for respawning with full health.
Should have confirmed your kill.
have suddenly become very generous with these ink ribbons.
Well, here they haven't then yet processed Leon's entry into the police force, so there's more ink to go around.
Oh no. Why are you making me do this again, game?
Well, at least this time you know the solutions, so should be a bit faster now.
And then be forever scared to die in the next room.
Well, you should be fine. I mean, you've got the shotgun and everything.
Yeah, it was like that when I did this the first time. Because I didn't really want to make this one again. Do this one again. Right, Claire, how did you not find that Magnum? I've also already read that one.
Of course, that picture gets way more depressing when you realize that most of the people on there are pretty much, you know, they died rather horribly.
You made it.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains how Leon appeared out of that
Yeah, you just missed her.
hallway where there was no way out.
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Yo, Claire. Give me your lockpick for a second.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Yeah, if you manage to find a small key, you're probably going to want to use it on that particular drawer, since there's some handgun parts in there that would probably prove to be pretty useful.
Aww. Did we really have to fill up that hallway with zombies? I like that hallway. Remind me to come back here later. I mean, there's an item box nearby. Can you even get enough items to fill up that item box completely?
Maybe if you actively tried to do that, but otherwise, probably not.
Alright, I remember there being a goddamn liquor in this room. Of course it's not there. Wherever that plug is used.
You won't have to worry about that for a while. So,
Stash
when
away.
yeah. It's kind of a shame, though, that the flavor text there doesn't say that it looks like he was killed by a crow or something.
Have the hard key?
No. The one you got is the diamond key.
Well, it's purple, so I can probably use it on the purple doors.
Yup.
Also, why is this room suddenly zombie-free?
Because you killed them all?
No. This was the one room where I was not murder happy.
I guess their shift was over. I mean, you know how it is with, with the George Romero movies and everything. The reason why the zombies pretty much go to the shopping mall is because it's some vague memory of them going there every day. Maybe it's the same deal with these zombies, that they still remember have some vague memories of when they were police officers, and then they just realized, oh, hey, my shift's over, I can go home now.
Man, I certainly will not be a zombie that goes to the shopping mall then. Actually, that would mean I will be a zombie that's driving a car. Oh god.
Well, then if that's going to happen, could you do me a favor and pretty much, before you completely become a zombie, be sure to leave a note in the card that just simply says nothing else but, why'd he bite me?
Good plan. Sway is not really sure that I'm going via the lower floor, but probably safer. Oh god. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Now there's actually something in regards to those keys, something about them got me thinking. Considering that pretty much in all of the Resident Evil games so far, it's always been once you've used a key enough times that they'll just tell you it's useless and if you want to throw it away.
Hmm.
I'm not kind of worried that with the Resident Evil 2 remake coming out soon and everything that it's going to turn out that there's some kind of trophy where you pretty much have to make sure you don't throw any of the keys away.
So,
So yeah, I forgot about that, but I don't think he actually says it or anything, but I think it was possibly that locker or some other locker in this game. I think you'd actually be able to just barely make out a name on those things. And I think one of the names that they decided to use on those lockers was Jojo.
Yeah, he's still alive. Oh god, they have split up. Come on.
hiding behind the bench, I see.
Yeah, both of them. Oh, this was an unnecessary waste of bullets. even for me. I just realized I never did the second film thingy with Claire.
Oh?
Oh no, another thing that will end, that ended like the sword key. I think with that unnecessary waste of money, not money, ammunition, we should probably end today's stream. Made some progress.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, we ended an entire scenario. And did half of Leon's police station, I guess. It's not really a super long area, actually. I mean, longer compared to the others, but...
I think the B story is a bit trimmed down to begin with.
Yeah, it seems like I'm running around way less in the police station. Also, that one key only had one use.
Yeah, that's kind of how small keys work. It's like, yeah, I don't know, I guess once you pretty much stick them in a lock and turn them, they just crumble to dust.
Not that one, the spade key, I think. That only had one use.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess that door was already unlocked in a B scenario.
Probably. But well, thanks for being around. Thanks for watching. And I still hate you, Internet. Good night.